Baseline education census.
The census collected information on learners, teachers, school infrastructure and learning materials with the aim of improving education planning and strengthening the education management information system. The exercise covered all formal non-tertiary institutions across the country, including nursery, primary, secondary and vocational schools. According to UBOS, data collection was carried out between April and November 2025, with schools serving as the main centers of enumeration.
The Bureau conducted this census exercise in close consultation and collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Sports. The Beck report provides detailed and updated statistics on all schools and non-tertiary institutions.
The total number of schools reported: 38,347 were pre-primary schools, 43,567 primary schools, 5,498 secondary schools, and 830 non-tertiary vocational institutions, bringing the total of schools reported at 88,242. In pre-primary education, Uganda recorded more than 2.3 million learners. Boys accounted for 1.2 million learners, while girls stood at 1.16 million. However, the report revealed that 22.5% of learners in pre-primary schools were above the official age bracket of 3 to 5 years. Most pre-primary schools remain privately owned, with only 8.3% attached to public schools.
The validation exercise also revealed that data on some learners in public primary schools confirmed the existence of pre-primary learners being reported to be in primary section, which is primary 1. And this was mainly in the public schools as indicated.
At the primary level, Uganda registered over 9.1 million learners. Girls slightly outnumbered boys, accounting for just over 50% of total enrollment. The census also revealed major disparities between public and private schools. Public primary schools had a pupil-teacher ratio of 48:1, far above the UNESCO recommended ratio of 40 learners per teacher. Private schools performed better, with a ratio of 24 pupils per teacher. The findings further show that more than 3,000 parishes in Uganda do not have a government primary school, and over 1,300 parishes have no primary school at all. Another concern raised in the report was overage enrollment, with nearly 27% of learners in primary schools found to be above the official school-going age of 6 to 12 years.
We can allow some few questions.
In secondary education, Uganda recorded just over 2 million learners. Girls accounted for 1.06 million learners compared to 938,000 boys. The country currently has 5,498 secondary schools, with nearly 3/4 privately owned. The student-teacher ratio in secondary schools stands at 40:1, which remains above the internationally recommended standard of between 25 and 30 students per teacher. The report also revealed that nearly half of Uganda's sub-counties and town councils do not have a government secondary school, and more than half have no secondary school at all. Uganda also has 830 non-tertiary vocational institutions serving more than 74,000 learners. Most of these institutions are privately owned and offer certificate-based training programs aimed at skills development. UBOS says the exercise faced several challenges, including schools inflating learner numbers, duplicate education management information systems, registration numbers, learners without identification numbers, teacher strikes, and reluctance by some schools to provide information.
We have seen some dropouts, kind of, but that's exactly why we asked this census to happen, because we need to know who started school, when, where are they at, and progressively we are going to trace all of them. At the moment, we are working with the national NIRA. We are working with NIRA to get all the national IDs of all the children at all levels, and we are actually hoping that they can do their work of getting people from birth having the names. That will help us to trace who has joined another institution, who has changed from the mainstream to the skills. So that answer will come partly because of the report that we have received today.
The baseline education census is expected to guide education planning, budgeting, infrastructure development, and teacher deployment across the country. Officials say the findings will also support better monitoring of access, quality, and equity in Uganda's education sector. Joram Paul Sonko, NTV Tonight.
So after you can move it aside.